Yo, peace family, love, light, abundance, manifestations, and gratitude. We're here right now at the farm, at the fazenda, and we are doing multiple things today, but this video is going to be focused on sugarcane and propagating sugarcane. So today is Sunday, beautiful weather, and what better time than to plant our sugarcane. This is our red sugarcane, and what we're going to do is pretty much hack these down and spread them into different beds, and that's what we want to go over. So my brother Samuel is actually going to be working with us today. He's been coming out to the farm helping us out, so he's going to be directing us in terms of like the sugar cane and how we want it to be. So right now we are in the middle of November, North Florida zone 8B, and right now is a good time to get these sugar cane popping. They say to harvest them when the sugar cane gets nice and tall and when the stalks are thick. So we're gonna use this opportunity to just propagate these bad boys. So y'all can check them out, see how they are. What we're gonna do is we're gonna be using these for juicing. The juices of the sugarcane have a lot of minerals. So once these grow, we're gonna be able to harvest them, process them, and bring them to our local market so that people can try the juice of the sugarcane. So here's the space that we're going to be using to plant the sugarcane in. And what we did first was scrape the top layer of the soil away because we had already broadcasted some cover crop seeds into the space. If you look down, you can see that's our hairy vetch. We did rye and hairy vetch in this space. And pretty much since it's the fall going towards the winter, how we prepare for our space is we plant our cover crops throughout. That's a mulberry tree, and we also have elderberries further down. So on this side, that is already a previously done sugarcane bed, and we just making one right here. So we scraped away the top layer, make sure there's no seeds in the space, and now we're going to cultivate the space to put topsoil into. So the next step is digging these 2 channels out. And this is where we're going to place the sugarcane. We're going to fill this up with organic matter. We're using our Pro Mix this time, as well as some compost, some worm castings. And we're going to put them in and get them going.
Right now we're spreading 1 layer of the topsoil. That's going to cultivate the sugarcane. The sugarcane doesn't need to be buried that deep, so integrating the topsoil shouldn't be that intensive.
Awesome.
Our next step will be to harvest your sugar cane, just appreciating its height, and then we can take note based on the height, the different layers of sugar maturity with the sugar cane itself. Those layers are expressed by the fiber that makes up the sugar cane itself, from the ground all the way up to where these leaves are, which contain small hairs that can penetrate the skin. We're gonna just work with the base using a machete to harvest the sugar cane. All right.
Oh. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So where are you choosing to cut?
I'm choosing to cut between 3 eyes. So each eye is where a plant can potentially come out and the root system grows from.
And so you got the eye or the node, and then you got in between the eye, also known as the internode. And that's how we're making our cuts.
So now we can choose to be uniform with these size sugarcane and plant them with a length metric of 3 nodes per sugarcane cut. And we can also take note of the top of the plant, seeing how it's different in the color of fiber than the base of the plant.
So the base gets darker.
Absolutely. And in order to utilize the top portion the best, we want to make sure we cut it at a point that is mature enough for roots to come through. If you cut it up too high, it just isn't mature enough to produce roots.
So it's just gonna be organic matter in the soil.
Absolutely. The next step, we lay out our sugarcane with the nodes facing horizontal. Because the sugarcane sprouts, they come out the nodes, hopefully from the sides, and then go towards the sunlight.
Okay. So you just spread them like that?
Yeah, this is how I would spread them.
All right.
Because imagine roots come out and they bunch out, boom,
Yeah.
boom. This is the space, you know?
Creating these clusters back. Just lay these out all the way across. Next step. So now we just mixing up the soil. Now that we have our canes in the proper placement, we're gonna mix up all the organic matter and all the compost, and then we're gonna put the cane in. Voila. Cool. And that's planting sugarcane. Thanks, huh? So one final note is that all this leaves and organic matter, all of the leaves that we're chopping can be used to feed the plants. So we're going to pretty much put those on top of the beds, and all that organic matter will help with the microbes and all that good stuff. All right, y'all, so that's what we got going on for today. We appreciate you for rocking with us. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, consider supporting us on Patreon, and as always, thank you for being smarter by nature.